USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. Onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. Onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. Onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. Onto USA, onto UK, onto Switzerland, onto Canada, onto Australia, onto Taiwan, onto Brazil, onto US. No be juju, I know too.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, brought to you by GG Arena. It is your boy Priest in the cut, and I'm here with my guy, Sly. Sly, how you feeling? How you feeling tonight?
Excellent. I mean, Monday we didn't enjoy the stream to the fullest because some of the games were breaking here and there. But I've got word that they are rectifying all of the errors, and hopefully today we'll be able to get full head-on matches because it's looking tight at the top. I'm seeing 1 point separation, 2 point separation, and I can't wait for the games to get started. It's double fixture Thursday, and I think we are really in for a treat.
Speaking of double fixtures, take a look at the fixtures we've got tonight, Sly. Out of all of these fixtures, which one are you looking forward to the most?
I think Priest will agree with me here. The one that immediately pops out to the eye will be a match day 15. Effortless taking on Tolka FC. Priest, you remember when I told you on Monday that the fixture didn't favor Effortless within the last 5? They've had to play Agbado, they've had to play Get Club, they've had to play tough teams, and now they get to play Tolka FC. It's going to be a huge game for them to be able to test their mettle and see if they can still be within range, because right now they are 4 points behind Tolka FC and Get Club. Even though Get Club and Tolka FC have played 13 games, Effortless just have 12 games finished. So just 33 points on the board for them. So huge game incoming for them. But Matchday 14, we'll see Unsullied and Die Hard FC do battle. Die Hard really struggling at this point in time. Unsullied, like I said earlier, huge improvement from last season. They've been able to pull through. I'm seeing a lot more from them. We did catch them on the live stream, I think, last week, and they were very impressive to watch. Can they keep it up against Die Hard FC? Get Club cause will still put on the title, challenge the holders, looking to make it back-to-back in the league. They will take on JP Goons. JP Goons currently 15th in the table with just 6 points to their name. Get Club will be looking confident in that one as well. Nova Aura and Nameless Chaos will also clash heads in that one. And what should be a very important matchup for Nameless Chaos, because mind you, they are also just 7 points behind the top two Get Club and Talk, and they could also overtake Effortless if things go their way. So there's a lot of things to look out for in the mix and match day 14, and it could be interesting for this double-headed Thursday fixtures. Phoenix VFC and of course KD Sports also do battle Talker FC in their first match of the day. They'll go to Fan Quest Pro. Fan Quest Pro will be in action. The 12th place team will take on the second place Talker FC. Effortless. Wow, Effortless. They're not having it easy at all.
Yeah.
In match day 15, they played Talker FC, and now they're playing GG Arena. But they've got to find a way to at least get one win on the board today, or otherwise I don't see them staying in that top 4 with the likes of Nameless Chaos and Agbado pouncing on them. It could be a torrid time. We'll see how each and everything pans out. Everything will be rolling out today at the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, where all of the action is going down on the GG Arena live stream on YouTube. Match day 15, the game that we were talking about, the one grabbing all of the headlines, Effortless FC Talker FC will be in luck. Can the likes of Farouk, Killer Freak, Kenny, and all of the star-studded squad on Talker FC beat Effortless FC to possibly mount that title challenge to Get Club, because KD Sports and Nameless Chaos will also do battle in that one. JP Goons, GG Arena, Afro Panda, and Get Club. Get Club look like they have two, I wouldn't call it comfortable fixtures because there are no comfortable fixtures in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, but it's two fixtures that a lot of people will be expecting them to win. But hey, sometimes if you get too comfortable, you can't be punished. Get Club calls will face Afro Panda and Maggie 15. Nova, Aura, and the Unsullied, Kerry's and Agbado, FanQuest Pro, and Big Guns, and finally Die Hard and Phoenix FC. Jam-packed. Please, what are your thoughts about the early fixtures we'll be seeing?
Well, it's not about my thoughts. It's about what is coming up live. And I think Get Clap Cards and JP Goons might have just started to get active, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's going to be our first match of the night. One goal down already. And I don't even know what's going on. I don't even understand.
Come in very, very early. Get Club, because the team leading the table at this point, if this is your very first time watching the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, they were the team that won the title from last season, and they almost made it to just on that second attempt, firing wide off the post. But I mean, Get Club, because they've been in such a groove from the start of the season till now. We all know Effortless were league leaders for a very long time, but it's only Matchday 14, so it's still relatively very early stages, and we know that the champions from last season will definitely try to pull their weight. Already up by a goal to nil against JP. That time, the break from the right-hand side, unable to materialize for JP Goons, and they might be caught on the counter. Rufai, look at all of the space he has to work with. He's got bodies in the box as well. The pass just a bit too strong, but they will still be able to hold on to it. This time around, their efforts proving to be futile, but it's a very strong start from the champion so far, as expected. The team dominant with possession, and they are doing extremely well. Look at them work it high up the field so well, and they're coming up against the struggling JP Goon side. JP Goon so far just 2 wins to their name, and they need something to just lift the mood. And I think getting a point out of this game, or possibly getting all 3 points in this game, could possibly change their whole season, because Priest, if a team like JP Goon is able to beat Get Club, I think it just shifts the momentum into their favor, and we could see a turnaround in their season, and hopefully they start winning games.
Yes, sir. They should start winning games if they want to, be in the upper echelon of that leaderboard. But you're right. Their breaks and their gaps in defense is starting to show again and again every single time. Take a look at that pass that went right through. There was no center half that was able to stop that up through pass. This is one of the things we talk about. When JP Goons are attacking, I've seen them in attack, whenever they're attacking, they commit a lot of bodies forward, way too many bodies forward. And I don't think that's part of the strategy. I just think they get carried away in the moment, and they tend to pay the price for it. Get Clubs are a little more unorthodox, when they're in attack. They do not commit as much bodies forward. But then again, when they're on the counter, that's a different, case entirely. And you love to see, because that is practice. Practice makes perfect. Look at that. Beautiful cross, beautiful header. JP Goons getting cooked again. This is one of those Bet Naija games where the away team has like 40 odds or something.
Yeah, I can't disagree there. Get Club taking on JP Goons. You always knew it was going to be a difficult fixture for JP Goons, and then 24 minutes already down by 3. Adefola and the team right now just putting on a masterclass so far. In Pro Clubs action, we've learned that if you do concede goals very early, it's always a difficult task to come back, and you being down 3 goals early to Get Club. The picture is not looking great at all for the JP Goons now, try to break out from the back with souls.
Yeah.
Let's see the amount of pressure coming in from Get Club. Pressing high up the field, just suffocating that offense of JP Goons, who just can't break out at this point. But that's some lovely interplay between the attackers to be able to create some space as they win it back. Just 13 game minutes gone of our first game on the live broadcast of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. If this is your very first time here, the Nigerian Pro Clubs League brought to you by GG Arena, as there will be some space for Get Club to get another one in. That time, the shot from distance over the top of the bar, but the aggression from them is just elite stuff we are seeing from the league leaders at this point. So Nigerian Pro Clubs League brought to you by FLS Script Sports Network and of course GG Arena. We are currently watching on the YouTube channel live where there's 3 million naira on the line. We are just into 14 match days already, and we've already seen some spectacular performances from some of these teams. It's a league that has seen an expansion from last season. We are seeing more tougher teams. We are seeing very unexpected teams really perform well, and that's what we like to see. Oh, that was a risky, really risky one.
I think it was
from
timed
that defender,
perfectly. I think it was timed perfectly.
What was it? Was it worth the risk though?
Yeah, your 3 goals down is worth the risk.
Exactly.
It's definitely worth the risk. If anything is worth the risk, it's definitely that taking, any chance you get to get the ball out of the box to dispossess, get clapped, because you can see they're just playing through the center. Most of their engagements are just going through the center. They're not necessarily using the wings except when, Rufai is on the break. But I see, again, offside because they are more central, they're just a little bit more central in tonight's games get clapped, and you can see it's working out perfectly for them. There are some teams that they go against, teams like Nameless Chaos playing through the center. That would not work against a team like Nameless Chaos. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to to break those center halves. But again, I love Get Club because of the fact that you can see their strategy improve week after week. They do not sit back, they do not relax, they take the game to the head, and that is what we love to see, Sly.
Perfect. They've been so good to watch on offense, and the praise as well reflects on defense. Just look at them, compact, preventing JP Guns from creating anything, and maybe JP Guns might just get one in before halftime, but Get Club defenses just too strong for them, and the halftime whistle will come. What a dominant half that has been from Get Club, because they realize the kind of pressure that is behind them. And just to let you know of that, Toka FC, they are level on points in Get Club, because Get Club just score loads of more of the goals. They're on plus 66 goal difference. Toka FC on plus 42.
They are level on points.
They are level on points, 37 points each.
Absolutely crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Level on point is absolutely insane. I was not thinking that was going to be the case, but then I'm not. But then again, I'm not too surprised, because these two teams have been putting up insane numbers consistently. It's absolutely breathtaking to watch. But the action continues regardless as we go into another match. Cade Ball and Phoenix. It's Cade Esports going against guys from Phoenix Aura. And 1 goal down, Cade Esports. Now that's what we love to see. Now these two teams, Sly, I think they are evenly matched when it comes to, on the offensive side. I think they're a little bit evenly matched, but I think KD Sports is just slightly more technical, slightly more tactical than them. What do you think is going to be, the thing that's going to separate one team from the other tonight?
I mean, KD Sports, just a little knowledge I have from them from last season, they were an inconsistent team, in my opinion. And some of the games against some of the big teams, they really performed well. But the games that you really expected them to win, like the one we're currently watching, because Phoenix VFC, they've also had a slow start to the season. They're currently the bottom team. They're currently dead last with just 4 points, with just 1 win to their name. So you're expecting KD Sports to be able to get the win here. But that's how they performed last season. In games like these, they weren't able to put, when they dropped some vital points. But in this game, they started in the fashion that you expect them to, as they're currently leading by a goal. We'll see if that is the building block for them to go on and then grab all 3 points as they'll come again with it. That's a beautiful switch. That time, the defense reads it perfectly. The switching of playing pro class, I think it's even a lot more effective than possibly playing 1v1, because sometimes the midfield can just get too congested at times, and it just opens up the field.
What a strike! What a strike! I told you, attacking wise, Phoenix they do be cooking. They do be cooking. What a goal that was. Beautiful volley, straight off the left foot, connects perfectly. That's what we love to see more and more and more. And take a look at that. Oh, what a beautiful pass to the right-hand side. Across and a cutback might work. Step over pass, but he's shut down immediately. Again, you have to love the fact that Phoenix can pull something out of thin air, Sly. Out of thin air.
Exactly, out of nowhere. The goal on the onset when that over the top pass came, it didn't look like they'll score here, but they just
wow.
concede.
Clean.
Football was surely not going to miss from there.
That was more
Gets the lead
defense.
right
That
back
was
for
more
KD
defense than
Sports.
attack. For me, that was more defense than attack. That was more defensive error, but the pass was clean still.
Yes, going back to that goal being scored by Phoenix, it was more or less like a 1v1 situation. That's why I think the defender didn't do too much of it. Should have gotten closer to the man and the ball. There's too much separation, and then the Phoenix man was able to volley that in. But luckily for him, his attackers are doing the job and getting all of the important goals. Here comes a goal scorer again, Dembo, to make it 2.
Ooh.
That's
Wow,
a timely block.
that would have gone. There are so many ways that could have gone. Absolutely, so many ways that could have gone.
Because the goalkeeper was nowhere to be found. Like, he was on the right side. The ball was going in from the left side. As the cross will come in this time, the keeper and the post will make sure that one causes no harm, as that first half will also come to an end. Perfectly poised with KD Sports. Just out by 2-1.
Wow. Beautiful stuff that we've been witnessing so far. Absolutely beautiful stuff. But it's not over just yet. The action does not stop there at all. We continue with JP Goons getting cooked.
Exactly.
More
the action
goals.
does not stop. Get clubbed. Just showing us what they can do on all levels.
Oh, what a pass.
Taking the game to a whole different level for JP Goons, and they just can't meet them there. Up by 4-0. 20 minutes to go in this game, and it looks like 3 points in the bag for them. And they are relentless on the offensive end as well. Everybody wants a crack at it now. Like, everybody on the offense wants to score and goal.
Oh, no.
And they get the fit to go in. Get clapped. Mean business. The champions want to run it back, and who will stop these guys? You know what, Priest? I think today they might be able to get some separation from Toka FC, because Toka FC have that big game against Effortless, which just maybe they could be dropping some points in there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. And we talked about their fixtures and how chaotic, it looks.
Get clubbed again. Hopefully we get Priest back on as we're heading into the final 15 of this one. The champions just making sure their statement is clearly known. Up by 5 with all of the 3 points secured. Then the goal difference is just outstanding. It's the reason why they're currently leading the league. Themselves and Toka FC are the unbeaten team so far. 12 wins, just 1 draw, and that draw was against Toka FC. And it's quite deserved, because in every single game we've seen them dominate. It's only a few times that we've even seen close score lines between them. Every single time they show their skill level. And we are seeing it clearly against JP Goons, as they almost got one back through that header. Corner situation now for JP Goons. Can they pull this one off? Possibly to get a consolation to go into Matchday 15. For the games, I think JP Goons will be facing... JP Goons will later be facing GG Arena. That is not an easy one for them as well. But hey, getting a goal in this one could definitely build momentum for them heading into Matchday 15 in that one. Rufa again on the wing. They just like doing this stuff. I mean, we've seen them attack from all angles in this game, and you've got to give credit to them. They fit it from the middle, just those crisp passes that's able to break the lines of the defense. And JP Goons have just struggled with it every single time. And the evidence is clear. The set one will go in, get club course, pulling away strongly. And I guess adding to that 66 plus goal difference, it will take them to around 72 goal difference at this point. Making sure that they get the separation well and true between themselves and the rest of the league. Seems like that's a carbon copy of what happened last season. What a save. The goalkeeper is determined to keep that clean sheet till this game ends. And it's what is expected from a great team like Get Club. I mean, they have put on a show so far and deserve all of the points they've got on board. For some of the teams in the league, like the newly created Agbado, we've got Afro Panda in the mix as well, Nova Aura, Die Hard, JP Gunter, Phoenix VFC. Some of the stuff we've seen from them has been great. But for the likes of JP Gunter, you're coming up against Get Club. That is where you've got to be able to put on a great defensive shape because they open things up for my liking too much. And look at Get Club go at it again. Maybe a 7 before this one ends. Open goal to Amat. And of course, they weren't going to miss from there. They make it 7. And definitely the top spot might just be secured at the end of today. They'll have that final game for Matchday 15 before we end the stream today. Get Club, because in their group, they'll be taking on Afro Panda and Matchday 15. They're able to get all 3 points in that one as well. Top spot secured before next week. That is impressive from them as well. The games that definitely will have some meanings to the way the table is looking like in that top 4 situation is that Nameless Chaos game. That Nameless Chaos game should be epic. Them taking on KD Sports, because KD Sports is also in the mix as well. They also take on Nova, or if they're able to get 6 points out of 6, that could mean a lot of trouble for Effortless, because Effortless are just not far behind, just 3 points behind them, and it could be really, really something great to watch. So we'll keep an eye on all of how those games are going in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. From last season. Last season, they were rooted to the bottom of the table. They've made some really great signings. And you can see everything has just changed. The momentum has just shifted for Unsullied as we are seeing a better performance from them this season so far.
Big moves from Unsullied.
This matchup where they take on Die Hard FC. Die Hard FC have also not had a very smooth introduction into the league. Almost getting the equalizer, but the effort not just enough on that occasion. 3 minutes to go before the first half of this one comes to an end. This is the main broadcast. We switch through all of the games that's happening elsewhere as well. Unsullied currently leading by that goal. They sit in 10th spot with just 13 points as well. They're also in that tight battle with the likes of Nova and FanQuest Pro. They're just a point above them as well, so they've got to keep out for the Sharks swimming around them. Unsullied, maybe a last chance to go, but the ref says that's how we'll close this one out as the first half will come to an end. Unsullied with a vital goal going into second half. Can they be able to hold on to it? Well, that's the question we'll be answering when the second half kicks off. A big goal for them going into the second half of proceedings. They are one of the teams that I was really rooting for this season because of how poorly they performed last season, and they've definitely showed us that they've learned from all of what happened last season. And last season being the inauguration of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, you can't blame them. Some of the players were just getting used to each other, and now it kind of feels like they've played a lot of games together, and the chemistry is showing clearly from Unsullied. Then they are looking really strong as the league carries on. I did see how the team of the week for Monday was looking like. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull it up, and then we'll see how that one went as well, because we saw some top performance. Some top performance in there. I'm sure there are guys from Get Club, Nameless Chaos. For Effortless, they kind of had a mixed bag last week on Monday, where they did win one game and they did lose that other. That's how they lost top spot. So maybe we'll be seeing a couple of players from them as well. But we've gotten to see Get Club in action. Hopefully, we're able to see Talker FC and then Effortless FC. Also, Nameless Chaos, like we did. Give them that hype in those matches. They're also taking on Nova Aura and this one, where Nova Aura currently leading by 2-1. But this is interesting. And here they come up on the attack again with SG over the top through ball just to break that line of the defense, which has been very shaky to start this game. That's one of the major concerns from Nameless Chaos. They did concede too many goals, but it seems like Noni, with the whole of the goal to aim at, just headed that ball wide. That's very interesting. Nameless Chaos with a huge opportunity to just get the equalizer as this one goes, but just can't seem to finish it. Chances haven't come too much for Nameless Chaos, and they've got to find a way to be burying these ones. Kageyama for them. Into Bones on the right wing. The cross will coming in. The goalkeeper mistiming the step. And he was almost punished. Architect just can't direct that one into the post. But Nova has got to be careful. The way the goalkeeper is mistiming some of these crosses, it could really land them in danger. Currently, they're still up by 2-1, and they're still in a very comfortable spot. But they could lose the lead anytime soon with how tricky their defense has been sent into Noni again. The dribbling has been really great from Noni so far in this season. Let's get the way they work the ball from behind is a sight for sore eyes, and it's really great to watch them. And a huge save from Charles. That was excellent goalkeeper movement. That time read that the shot was going far post and immediately got into position and made a huge save to keep the scoreline at 2-1. Architect will come again with it. Nameless Chaos have been so dangerous on the left, but still unable to yield the end results they were looking for. Okay, we'll build from the back for Nova Aura, just possibly to cool things down and just try to take this lead into halftime. But the pressure from Nameless Chaos is just tremendous. Goalkeeper played that one high up the field. That's a ball to give away. And that time around, they have been punished heavily, just playing with it at the back. And that time, Noni wasn't going to spare that missed chance. And when he came around, he made sure that one went in. We are back on level terms, 2-2. And it was well deserved. Knocking at the door several times. And finally, they've been able to get their goal. Over the top again. All right. Wow. That should have gone in. That was perfectly worked out. Put all the players on the same wavelength. Bakil just couldn't knock that one in. But an entertaining first half so far. Both of the teams have really, really played well. Both defenses have been shaky. For Nova, I feel like they let Nameless Chaos back into this game. Just kept giving the ball away at times, and it was just causing trouble the whole of the time for them. But at halftime, it's still 2-2. Nameless Chaos 2, Nova Aura 2. Nameless Chaos have really, really important fixtures coming up for them. If climbing up those ranks is in their sight, remember that they're just 3 points behind FLS FC, who have some tough fixtures today. FLS FC will have to play GG Arena and Toka SC later today. And for Nameless Chaos, they have to get some points on the board. And kindly draw with Nova Aura. I'm not sure it was something that they were looking to do here, but they've got all of the 45 minutes to change how that scoreline is. They'll also be facing KE Sports and Matchday 50. So stay tuned for this one as the games come thick and fast. How we like them on a double header Thursday in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, where all of the action is going on. For all of the updates, of course, you can check out our social media at Nigerian Pro Clubs League. We'll be updating you on who makes Team of the Week, who gets into the best squads, how the table is looking like, and of course, you could join the live streams which come to your screens on Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Ghana time, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll go into that second half, Nameless Chaos, to put pressure on the guys on top of them. This is the game, or these are the games they should be winning. Or surely that one ruled out for offside. Nova trying to sneak in behind, but the linesman raises his flag higher. Saints. Well, that was a poor pass to give there. It didn't look like there was an opportunity for him to get that pass and just try to force it a bit. And Nameless Chaos just looked disjointed to start this second half, but there's still a lot of time for them to get back on track as they'll come again through the midfield. Analyst at the back has been very, very solid so far. Playing a brilliant through ball. Kenzie will be able to knock it down. And the defenders putting on a very strong show so far. That's excellent timing to get in the way. Noni trying to cause problems again. That time around. Can't get it to go. Architect on the wing. Well, one thing we've always made known to all of the viewers is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League has got high-powered offenses, but usually the defense can cause problems. And when they put pressure on you like that, you always fold. Nameless Chaos have all the results they were looking for now. They have them packed. Finally, the most important statistic is in their favor. Up by 3-2, and they are pole position to get their first win of the day. That time around, putting the press on, getting it high up the field, the cross comes in, easy peasy, they get a third one to go. If they get a fourth here, I'm sure that will be the end of this game. They can't put it in the bag. Manova Aura, they have been great on the offensive end, and you'd expect that they'd also create some chances to find a way back into this game. Kuti this time on the right wing. Runners up front, trying to link up with 5G in the midfield, just can't get it. They lose it in a very dangerous position. Rams into Architect, promising possession now for Nameless, pass it into Popo. Well, it was really quick passing, but they just couldn't make meaning out of that one. With just 66 minutes gone, still a lot of SC action to be played. Kill for Nova Aura, tried from distance, kills with another wonderful save to keep the lead intact for Nameless Chaos. This game, to be honest with you, it's going by really fast. Both teams have really created chances. It's been a 50-50 game from in and around that 30-minute mark where we're able to tune in. Nameless Chaos have definitely got a lot more of the chances, but don't rule out Nova Aura yet. They're able to create chances of their own. And look at them go. Kenzie has the whole field to run out. Place a brilliant pass into Kill. That was well worked. That was well worked. They deserved a goal. And they are back on level terms. I kind of feel like it was commentator Jinx coming into play right there. Praising Nameless Chaos and them losing the ball in dangerous positions. And look at them again. They just can't seem to get things sorted at the back. With Kuti again. For Aura, this time around, Architect will come back and do his defensive duties and will head that one out for a corner. This game is surely going straight right down to the wire. It's been back and forth as expected. Deep cross comes in. Defense deals with it. And they'll be able to break on the counter their Nameless Bones. Trying to play that through ball. That's excellent stuff. Will be able to get there before the defender. Yohodo does a brilliant job of coming back strongly. And is able to clear that one out of danger. 14 minutes to go for someone. For one team to be able to snatch a winner here. Kenzie, he's been running throughout the whole of the game, and some of the decisions he's made has been so good to watch this time around. That's goal for the near post. I don't know if that hit the post or was the goalkeeper that actually made a brilliant save, but I think that was the right decision because, to be honest with you, there wasn't too many options for him to find. Grosso coming for Nameless Chaos that time around. The defense looking sharp. And with the last 10 minutes to go, the momentum has totally shifted in over Aura's favor. Kenzie again into Kill. When they start putting these passes together, they always look dangerous on the eye. 5G building it patiently. But the press will win them out for Nameless Chaos and they'll go on the break. Look how quickly they want to get the bodies out front. Noni, well, decided to go for the comeback when the cross wasn't on. That was excellent decision making from the winger that time around. Noni again trying to dribble his way through. Fortunately, falls in the hands of Bobo. Can they make good use of this one? Huge save from Trust again. Goalkeepers in this game have been superb. They've contributed heavily to how the scoreline is looking so far. And they might have more work to do with the last 5 minutes to go in this one. Huge points at stake for Nameless Chaos. Can they get over the line and possibly get another goal to get the win That was a well corner trying to head it into the near post. Just goes off the side netting. Although they could sneak in and snatch the win, they've been the better side in the last 10 minutes. Well, the scoreline show for all of their efforts, though. 3 minutes to go now, back into the hands of the goalkeeper for Nameless to build from the back. It's been possibly the best game on the main broadcast so far, and it's been a thriller to watch. Ponscan, Petersman, and maybe the last chance for some of but they also lose it cheaply. Architect, this could be a huge goal. This one goes in. Oh, you felt like he was coming, and they left it at the death. In the dying
dying
moments.
minute killer.
It was a scuffle at the body, just couldn't clear their line to Novara, and Architect finished them. I'm sure in the party chat there's a lot of celebrations going on now. But it just seems like Nameless Chaos will walk away with those 3 points. Take some time off the club goalkeeper. I'm sure they will cement that one and they'll get all of the 3 points in the bag. What a roller coaster of a game. But Nameless Chaos finally getting the win on the board. Novara definitely gave them a run for their money. They put them all the way. It took them all out to the 90th minute with just plus 2 minutes of added time. And Architect punishing all of the defensive errors from Novara to secure those important 3 points. They have 3 points now. They've been able to add to those 30 points. So now it puts them level terms with FLS FC on 33 points apiece. With FLS games, we're not watching whether their scores here. Definitely when we catch word of that, we'll let you know how it is happening in the other games as well. But great stuff from both of the teams in this game. Surely a game that will be one to remember. Because on the live broadcast, since we started the Nigerian Pro Class League in season 2, there are some games that just lives in your memory. I think the Get Club versus the FLS game was interesting. It was, even though Get Club ran away with the game at a point, I think it was very, very interesting. So kudos to them. They were able to secure the win. It seems that we'll get to see the champions again. They are on point with their stream, and we will see them in action again. This time, we'll be taking on Afro Panda VFC. Get Club already secured 3 points when they beat JP Guns earlier, and they're looking to do the same here. But will they be an early start from them? Kalido, seeing as effort saved by the goalkeeper. If you just tuned in, this is the Matchday 15 fixture between Get Club Cause and Afro Panda VSC. Get Club already secured their first 3 points, beating JP Goons by 7. Will we see another huge scoreline from them though? Or will Afro Panda have something different? And this is also a very tough fixture for Get Club, you know, because Afro Panda have been very impressive to start the season. Currently on 7 wins. They've got 7 wins to their name, no draw, 6 losses on 21 points. Hasn't been a bad start to the season for the newcomers so far. And they could definitely be a team to watch out for because Get Club haven't lost a single game this season. It's an untouchable record with just 1 draw. Will this be the game that will see them draw points and therefore in the middle looking to orchestrate things? This time, France, Rufai, but to Frank trying to weave their way through their defense. But just can't get it to go down. But Get Club just looks soothing up front. They place the passes so quickly. You can't just sometimes be caught off guard. I mean, the defensive Afro Panda have got to be working. And the goal just came out of nowhere. It seems like Afro Panda had cleared their lines, but it just wasn't meant to be. And Get Club Cause will take the early lead. The champions, like they do every single time, open the scoring. And this one as well. As expected, Get Club Cause make it a goal to nil. With just 13 minutes gone. What to do now for Afro Panda? I'll say time and time again. If you're facing Get Club Cause, you've always got to put on one of the best defensive performances in the season. They are the most versatile team when it comes on offense. Look at how they go again. The cross this time around came in, just a heavy touch from the recipient, just couldn't knock it down and then get some space to work with. But Get Club Cause always great on offense and compact on defense as well. Lanky though, that pass from the Afro Panda man, not the best. And Takoti will be able to clear. Ugo in that midfield. I mean, the balance of Ugo, Khalid, and Defola in the midfield is just so great to watch. Individually great players, and when they work together as a team, they're so strong as a unit, and they are so difficult to beat as a unit as well. Get club, we get a corner to go in. Near post save from the goalkeeper again to parry that one out. But he might have more work to do. He has another corner. Can't stop this one. Victor will get on the score sheet. Not the most familiar of goal scorers for Get Club, but they're not going to care at all. They get the second one to 4, and it's looking like it might be 6 points out of a possible 6 for our league leaders and champions. They're just back to the normal stuff that they do. If there was doubts about them earlier in the season where they weren't winning by big scorelines, even though they weren't losing, or this could change your mind and they get a 10. With just 2 minutes, they've been able to pull out 2 goals. That's how great these guys are. It's 3 goals to nil. Get club cause, well, we might just see another runaway league. We might just see another runaway league, and we might just see another carbon copy of what happened in season 1, the Nigerian Pro Class League. And in all of its glory, in all of how competitive it is, we need to give credit where it's deserved and get club because sometimes when they play some of these teams, they make it look like it's a walk in the park. And to be honest with you, it isn't at all. Because we did see them, the Nigerian league play against the Ghana league, and we saw what some of the Nigerian teams did to the Ghanaian team. So it's not an easy feat playing against the likes of Afro Pan and get club because just look like they're miles ahead of everybody else. So far, just drop points to Talk IFC. And every single time they attack, it feels like they're going to score. And then Fola playing the 2 ball this time around to Khalid. And Fort might just come if they work this one really well. And look at it go! Was there any other result you were expecting? When they break out like that, it just looks so good on the offensive end. They make it 4 with 30 minutes gone. Wow. It's crazy stuff. And I'm sure if players from Toka FC watch Get Clubbed, they might be thinking to themselves, hey, we might have the Avengers. We might have possibly the best individual players on the team. But these guys might be so tough to knock off their pitch. Because they've already built chemistry from last season. They've also got great individual players. Seems like there's no flaws with Get Club. Then they're doing the same thing that they did last season. Just play so well. And always keep their foot on the gas. Real fine. That time the driven pass, well cut out by that great interception. Mind you, they're playing an Afro Panda team who haven't been bad at all. 7 possession. That's a brilliant 2 ball again. That's an opportunity for them to get 5. I know I decided to head that ball with 5, but it just went wide. We're into the last 8 minutes of what has been possibly the most dominating first halves we've seen so far in the season. Elliott Adefola with another crucial interception. He can do it on both ends for this team, and it's been crucial to how they play. The team captain for Get Club, because putting in a shift so far. Frank Rufai again. Goalkeeper has been under immense pressure. He's had to save so many balls, but yet still down by 4. That's how crazy this game has gone. And for Get Club, because I'm sure they'd get to the 100 mark in the goal difference really soon. It just looks like it's just about a matter of games. In the next 3 games, we see them with these heavy score lines, winning by 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that 100 goal mark in the league will surely come. I don't know if they hit 100 last season. I'll cross-check and let you guys know, but I'm sure it's one of those things on their bucket list that they'd like to check off. Because if it counts the point in winning games, I think they've already checked off all of those things on their list. Frank into Martins. They're taking the sting out of this game before the first half comes to an end. Get Club leading comfortably by 4. If you just joined in the chat, this is Nigerian Pro Clubs League Match Day 15 action between Afro Panda VFC and Get Club Course, with the first half coming to an end in heavy favor of Get Club up by 4. Yeah, so the fixtures up on your screens. We've got the chance to see Get Club in action twice. We already saw them beat JP Goons by 7. We've also seen Nameless Chaos leaving in late, beating Nova by 4 goals to 3. We also got a chance to see. What was it? Was it on Sunday? Yes, we did see on Sunday that first half where we had by goal to nil against the Hatters. We weren't able to see how that game ended, but we'll definitely get all of the scores and the updates on the channel very, very soon. So make sure I kindly follow the Nigerian Pro Class League everywhere on Instagram and on X. Definitely update you with all of the scores. But so far, it's looking good for the league leaders, and we'll switch up on to big guns who are also in action here today. Picking up steam, the likes of Bablo and Co are picking up steam. The team that gave Get Club a run for their money, the team that were the closest to the league leaders last season. Slow start to this season, but they're picking up. They're really, really picking up. And you know, the way teams are dropping points here and there, this could be the best situation for them to get right back in the mix. Look at them go. Big guns with gun fronts. That was a powerful finish to open up the scoring for Big Guns. Huge, huge goal. And it seems like they mean business. The guys from Big Guns against Fan Quest Pro open up the scoring really, really early in this game. And they're setting the tone for what could be an awesome game from Big Guns. Every single time I'm watching Big Guns, they just take my mind back to last season's stretch. I think they had the best stretch because you know what? For Get Club, they had the best full season. But in terms of like a 10-game to a 12-game stretch, the best stretch definitely went to Big Guns. That 10-game or 8-game winning streak they went on was just crazy. They beat everybody in their way. They looked unstoppable at the point. And I'm sure they had the eventual champion shaking, but in the end, they just couldn't hold on to it. FanQuest trying to create something out of that one to be able to win a corner. Cross will come in. Defense will work on that one as they'll break out on the counter. Look at the bodies they've got up front. Big Guns to possibly get the second one in this one. Pablo will get a deep cross to go and good with the finish. They didn't need too many passes to be able to get out of the field, and it pays off heavily as they'll get the second goal to go down. Big Guns firing now. They brought all of the Big Guns now. And they made it 2 goals early on in this game, just 25 minutes gone. And they look really, really sharp. And like I said, it seems that they are getting back the groove. Slow start from the Big Guns. 13 games played, 7 wins to their name. There's 2 losses, 4 draws, plus 11 goal difference and 23 points. And you know what? They're just a point behind Agbado FC as they'll get the crossing again. Defense will deal with that one as well. They're just a point behind Agbado and 7 points behind Nameless Chaos. It's still possible for them to get into the top 4 and maybe make some noise. And winning games like these are very important. MVP coming into action again. This goalkeeper was on a tear last season and they needed to be very good. This time around, they didn't need his presence there as the defense was able to do it. But look at the bodies. The FanQuest Pro committed up front and they'll be in trouble again. It's just too much to handle. Counter attack after counter attack. And it's always 100% success from Big Guns. FanQuest Pro look like they commit too many bodies up front when it comes to those corner kick and set piece situations. And they are always being made to pay for their mistakes. Just struggling to be able to hold it down. Bablo again with a huge block at the back. He's been sensational so far in this game. And he's been one of the reasons why Big Guns are up by 3 on the break again. This time around, a lot more defenders at the back for FanQuest, but they'll be able to hold on to it and then work it well on defense. Counter-attacks in pro clubs. It's been, I think it's one of the most heavily used features in the game for some of these teams in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, because if you're up by a goal and the team is just pressing up on you, wanting to get their equalizer back in, corner kick situations, set piece situations where they like to cross the ball and they want more bodies up the field, and it could always create space. And I think Big Guns have taken full advantage of it here today. Speaking of the devil, here they come again. Don't press this time around. Through ball into Pablo. Open space for him to shoot. Look the way they work it out. That was beautiful. But after that short cancel, it looked like the goal was going in. But last ditch tackle to be able to clear it. Chance not gone down to be able to get another crack at it with a cross coming in. Just go safely into Sako's hands. And they'll be able to create an attack out of that FanQuest Pro. Here they come. Marv over the top of the defense will come back quickly and just secure things at the back. FanQuest Pro so far, they've not been too bad on offense. They haven't been too bad at all on offense, but on the defensive end, they are always just caught short at the back. And look at them go at it again. Big Guns are just having freedom at front end. They just feel like they're outnumbering their opponents at this point. That the first half will come to an end with them being up by 3. Brilliant, excellent game so far from Big Guns, who look like they might be heading towards victory in that one. Or we see something crazy in the second half. Well, that is still yet to come. Back to get Club causing, as expected, another huge scoreline. When we're leaving this game, they were up by 3, and now they're up by 8. Well, the ninth one goes in. Okochukwu registers his name on the score sheets. These guys don't want to stop scoring. They've got great individual players. They've got the chemistry, the likes of Adefola in the mix, Okoye, Ugochukwu in your short, Martins at the back, Chibweze in the midfield. I mean, the great players are everywhere. And one of the top goal scorers as well, Khalid up front. He's been amazing. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I know we always make a big talk of Toka FC assembling the Avengers. But these guys are the OG Avengers, because the names I've mentioned to you last season, they were cooking, and it seems like this season they've exploded. They've just been too good for the rest of the other teams. If you're not familiar with how great Toka FC have been, this is actually their first season in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, and they're also on a tear. They haven't lost a single game. They've only dropped points, so the team you're currently seeing in action up by 9. Toka FC also features the likes of Farouk Manzo. It also features Killer Freak in there. There's Kenny also in the mix. So they are really, really great players. But speaking of great players, Ugochukwu is also in that mix as well. He'll get the 10th for Get Club cause in a higher scoring game of our double header Thursday. These guys just don't know where to stop scoring. Like, they're making sure that the goal difference is as huge as possible, and it gets to plus 82 goal difference with just 15 games played. Amazing stuff from the league leaders, who finished this one up with 6 points in the bag. That takes them to 43 points and get the match leader separation away from Toka FC. For Toka FC, we've still not had word on how their games are going. They also face FanQuest Pro, and that big game we talked about earlier against Effortless FC as well. So it's still rounding up and about in the fixtures and how the points are tallying up for Toka FC. With Get Club Cause now winning, they need to also get a win on board and be able to still be on that wild goose hunt chase. We'll switch up on to now Cade Esports in action against Nameless Chaos. Nameless Chaos coming off of the back of winning that important game, leaving it at the death against Nova Era. It seems like the momentum is on their side, and they started strong in 38 minutes, gone up by 2 as expected. These guys are putting on a show. Cade Esports currently sitting 9th, and Nameless Chaos kindly sits in 4th. This isn't an easy game at all, and it kind of feels like both teams understand what is at stake. Saying they'll get a free kick in a promising position there. KD Sports getting a goal with the last 4 minutes to go before halftime could do them a lot of good going into the second half. Is it that Funke will take this one? Or is he excess? From distance, the free kick will come in, but the goalkeeper will hold on to that one pretty well. And that might just be the signal for the end of the first half, or there's still about 2 minutes to go. But Nameless Chaos seems like they like where it is. They like where the game is headed. Through ball will come up again against Rams. Oh, he clearly meant that on the volley, possibly the goal of the day. That was a thunderous strike from him. Rams from distance, hit it one time, didn't need too many invitations, and he gets that head for him. Let's Chaos, they're running away with it now. Even though their first game was shaky, it seems like they've bounced back, and they've bounced back in perfect fashion. And they could be putting a lot of pressure on FLS, who also have very key fixes to come later on today. What a finish from Rams to make it 3-0 for Nameless Chaos, who seems like, yeah, they are going to be putting on a strong performance to close out their day as well. Remember, we also saw them early on in Matchday 14 against Nova Aura, and now to Matchday 15, doing some great stuff as well. Of course, some of the great performances I feel like really have an impact onto how the teams play. And for less, finally we get hand of that big game we're speaking of. We'll see the likes of Farouk and Killer Free Kenny in Action Talk FC on the main broadcast. They take on FLS FC. We did give a lot of emphasis on how this game could affect what is happening at the top of the table currently. It is Rio Made and Co, who are currently in the lead. Toka FC up by 2-1 against FLS FC. This is a key battle, and how things will play out on top. For Toka FC, they're on 37 points, and FLS FC on 33. Toka FC are in second place, and for FLS, they are in third place as well. So it's a key battle, and it's looking really good. 15 minutes gone. Rio Made in pole position to get some separation. It could have gotten the cushion there, but the goalkeeper with an excellent save to keep FLS still in the mix. Virus in the midfield again, and Dino. FLS, we know how great the build from the wing that time can Fendi. That's an excellent job of winning the ball back. Khalifa. Real just can't find that opening with the pass, and Italian Mafia will win it back for them. And Dino again, FLS look to get straight right back into the game. I'm sure Greg Clark and Kobe watching this game strongly. I felt like everybody was in the post. Huge block to keep it level. 2-1 in favor of Toka FC, and this could be the moment. Oh no! 1-1 against the goalkeeper, and I'm sure that was a mistake. Going for what was that, a skilled shot, and it just fell right into the goalkeeper's arms. AP will have been dreading that one, and he has to make sure they win the game now, because that was their chance. That was their chance to go 3-1 up, and they still leave the door open for FLS, who also come on the break to be able to win it back. And this time around, Faruko gets it. Franco play a brilliant through ball to find Rio Made. This could be the space for them. Deep cross comes in. AP, will it be chance for redemption? Italian Mafia in the way. He's been an excellent defender in the league so far. Definitely top candidates for one of the best defenders in the league so far. Italian Mafia has been so good for FLS, and they've been one of the best defensive teams so far. Lord, they'll build from the back and cool things down with the amount of pressure being put on them by Toka FC. You're surely backing them to try their best to cool things down, because Toka FC, when they put up that heat and always press high up the field, they're always difficult to stop. And for FLS, it's all about quenching their fire. And I know it's so difficult to do sometimes. It's much easier said than done. We're into the last 20 minutes of what has been end-to-end stuff. FLS still down by 2-1. Toka FC holding on to the key win. Oh, trying The spectacular from distance, but the finish shot just over the top of the post. I mean, Falcons have to be careful. I know we've spoken about how great their defense is, but if they're getting effort from distance like that from effortless, then you know they are versatile. They can attack you from all angles, but they lose it in a very dangerous position. Toby will do well to clear the out. Not as far though as Lord will get him back. Judas in a strong position. That's a risky tackle from Toby. Could have considered the penalty there, but the referee says that's a great tackle. Everybody scrambling at the back for Topa to be able to hold on to this lead. Khalifa on the wing. Riomi tried to avail himself for the pass that time around. Stopped in his tracks. And you know what? Tracking around in pro clubs is so difficult. Especially when they are like 3 attackers running in behind you. It's just so tough to watch them. Riomi will win the back so well, and he's got space as well. Wait for more support to come in. Do that extremely well and get back into Kante. Or Farouk was trying to dash in behind, and they just read the way that running was coming so well. Oh, clearly that one went out for offside, and it seemed like Toka FC will get back possession. Kante, brilliant through ball for real, just offside though. That could have been a moment. They spent so many chances. They've missed so many chances in this game. If they don't end up winning, yeah, they saw themselves in the foot, to be honest with you. Toka FC, they've just been crazy on the offense. Can they finish it off now? AP for some redemption, just. The ref just came a bit too early, flagged out for offside. Demario now for effortless. It's now or never, 9 minutes ago. It has been an entertaining fixture so far. We told you this one was going to be close. Second stand. Virus getting the shot away. Defense at 6s and 7s so far. Just can't seem to clear their lines. But they are saved by the referee as he blows the whistle for a foul. AP for Toka interfered. Last slot in the midfield. Plays a cool pass just to switch that play. That's a brilliant two, but this time around, I'm sure they are outside to finish it off now from the car. Oh, huge block. How many chances are these guys going to miss? Chances right there for them to put the game away, and they could be punished there with Judas. The other, no. See, the total and the goal has been crazy. Before the start of the season, everybody was asking where. Of course, the popular Sydney Toka will be playing in a star-studded squad like this. Well, he's been playing in the post for them, and he's just been tremendous. And he might possibly have made the most important save of the day. That just could mean that Toka FC will secure those 3 points. Situation where it's great for them. Wow, that was a weird one to give away. Effortless. Final chance now, 30 seconds to build the offense from the defense. Would they be able to do it? They look how quickly that time is running off the clock. And Dino will get into Italian Mafia. Can he play the 2-ball? That's an excellent pass for Ahmed. Time running out. And a brilliant tackle from Freddy to close the lid on the game. And what has been a cracker of a game. Wow. This one went straight down to the wire. But in the end, there was Toka FC who showed the resilience after missing chance after chance after chance. They still managed to scrape through with a huge 2-1 win and put the pressure on Get Club coach. Shout out to Sidney Toka in the post though. That's excellent goalkeeping from him, making that huge save to get the 3 points in the bag was just excellent. For all of those who were saying that Sidney Toka will play a huge role in Toka FC because he created the Avengers. Yeah, this save right here, we could look back on this save and say, hey, maybe this was the title winning save because it just secured those 3 points in the back. Congratulations to Toka FC. They do win that highly contested matchup against FLS FC and secure those 3 points. They will put the pressure now on Get Club. And we'll see how that pans out. I've seen that the league has updated Get Club's points up to 43 points with just 15 games played in the league on plus 83 goal difference on it. Let's skills are still clean. These guys look like they are just crazy. I mean, from that scare of losing the game to Nova Aura to now being comfortable against Kane Esports, that's something worth enjoying. That's something worth celebrating. Congratulations to Nameless Chaos. They put on a strong showing today, and I'm sure at the end of the match day, we could see some crazy shifting positions because FLS FC lost to Talker FC. So now Nameless Chaos will be on 33. FLS will also be on 33. But Nameless Chaos, once they finish this game, they'll move up to 36 with FLS waiting for confirmation of how their results went in their first game as well, and then we'll have a full picture of how the top four is looking like. Will FLS now drop? I was having a conversation with Priest and how difficult the fixtures were coming and how thick and fast they came, how jam-packed they were for FLS. And it seems like it was just too much to handle for them. It was just too much to handle for them, and
Way too much to handle.
but
for
hey, if
them.
you want to be champions, you've got to be able to face all of the adversity. Maybe they are just not ready yet, but it's still early stages in the league, and we just can't judge. There's still a lot more of FC action to be played in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. You wouldn't get any of this high level action anywhere. It's still live on the YouTube channel GG Arena, where all of the action is going down. If you're here and you still haven't subscribed, kindly do so. All of the Pro Clubs action live and available for you. If you missed out on what went on in the other match days, you can go through the catalog and enjoy all of the action from the Nigerian Pro Clubs. You remember this time the prize pool is bigger and better. This comes off the post, maybe a last goal to make it a 5-star performance for Nameless Chaos, but that wasn't the case. They'll seal the deal with those 4 goals. Remember that is 3 million naira on the line. So huge stuff at stake as Nameless Chaos seal the win. It's been an eventful match day 14 and 15 so far. It's been a pleasure to be here, and that's why I enjoy the Thursdays, because we get a feel of everybody. So far, we've seen Onsali and Dad in action, we've seen Get Club and JP groups, we also saw Afro Panda action, we saw Nameless Chaos Nova Aura also in action, we also got the chance to see KD Sports and Phoenix in action, we also seen Talkers in action. I think it's only DJ Arena where we still haven't got any word from him, and Agado have been quite missing from today. Big Guns has also seen them in action. FLS and Talker, we did get to see the big game on the live stream, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful match day 14 and 15 today. It's definitely lived up to all of the hype, and I'm just waiting for a confirmation whether all of the games are done yet, and then of course we'll call it a day. But I'm sure this is one that will surely go down as one of the best match days so far. 14 and 15, I think they were incredible. Goals flying all over. We saw incredible saves. We saw last minute winners. We saw a last minute winner and a last minute big save. The last minute winner came from Nameless Chaos when they beat Nova Aura by 4 goals to 3. Came at the 90th minute with plus 2 minutes of added time. That's how crazy it was. And then on the other hand, Talker FC from the team captain himself, Sidney Talker, with a big save to secure the 3 points in the bag. It's had everything. Match day 14 and 15 has given us everything from start to finish, and I just hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. It was a great match. Kindly give you word of how we are going, and then we'll know if we will be done today. But it's been a crazy, crazy time so far.
Make sure to follow Nigeria Pro Clubs on all social media platforms and hit the notification bell to stay updated and never miss an upload. Make sure to follow Nigeria Pro Clubs on all social media platforms and hit the notification bell to stay updated and never miss an upload.
What sort of it's been seriously close now. You kind of feel like you just kind of feel like this game will give us something worth enjoying. Tarzan coming with a cross. Italian Mafia, definitely a block at the back for Nameless Chaos so far. Effortless on the 10. Won't in the way that time around. But I mean, the ramifications of this game has clearly been set already. Effortless loses, Nameless Chaos overtakes them. Effortless drops out of the top 4. So big things are still for them. But it's just not Nameless Chaos that they've got to be wary of. I mean, it's so tight in between that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th because Agbado is also lurking around. Agbado is just on 24 points. They are 6 points behind Nameless Chaos and Effortless. So it's really, really tight in how things are working around. So definitely how the results goes in this game could change the tide in the way that the table is looking right now. Italian Mafia at the back again. Edinho. For Rhymes. Who played that passing. Oh, glorious opportunity for Noni to open it up. It just sat up so well for him. It just sat up so well for him on the volley. Just coming off the post. Well worked effort from them. I think Nameless Chaos, after winning those first 2 games, they just look so cool, calm and collected up front. Look at them go at it again. The 2 ball was brilliant. Just couldn't get to it. Internet target that time around. Virus will play an interesting pass where they almost got there. This game kind of feels like the battle of the 2 balls. Both teams playing excellent 2 passes that could split open the defense at any time. But so far, I think Effortless have played some very interesting 2 balls. They're over the top 2 balls. Sometimes you don't even see where the run is coming from. And look at them do it again. Oh, that's 2 huge chances missed on both ends of the field for both teams. And how are we still level? How are we still level? And how are we still goalless in this game? Drama everywhere. Nobody seemingly having the killing touches, and of course will come in the defense with a clear header as Rams will take it out. Tarzan for Bones. Nameless Chaos and how they've been great in that midfield area is one of those things that you've always got to admire. Oh, that was an interesting challenge, and of course he'd be booked for that. Of course he'd be booked for that. That was a dangerous tackle from Jedasen. You get the yellow card for that one as well. About 4 minutes to go before we end proceedings in the first half. And it hasn't been a cagey game at all. It's been a very open one. We've seen 2 teams that can split open the defense with through balls, with over the top through balls. We've seen driven passes at a point. We've seen the crosses are as usual in the pro club system, but just nothing has seemed to work and produce goals. Well, the corner looked like it might have just produced that one. Huge chance for Nameless Kills to open it up. And it just goes side netting that time around. There was a little panic there. As therefore, let's take the final attack in the first half. The man cross country in promising position. Oh, it seems like the foul was committed earlier. The cross looked like a juicy one, but the referee will pull it back for the final chance in the first half. Effortless. Trying to conjure something up dangerous. Well, that's a deep cross coming in. And Nameless Kills will see to it that that one does not cause any harm. And the first half will come to a close. It will come to a closing in really great fashion. It kept us on the edge of our seats. It gave us a lot of thrills. And you kind of feel like it's building up to a really entertaining second half. Both teams still do not have any goals, but I feel like it could come at any time. They've been able to open up the defense. The defenses have also been able to keep shape sometimes because some of the counter attacks we've seen from Effortless have been very good to work, but kudos to Nameless Kills defense. They stayed in shape. That back four hasn't really moved too much. Everybody in line. When they want to push high up the field, everybody's moving, and that's why the scoreline stays at 0-0, even with chances being created. They've been very good to watch, and kudos to both teams. They've really been going hard at it. If it ends in a draw, I think it's fair play. But hey, in the Nigerian Pro Class League, we deal with margins. We deal with the extremities, and anything could just happen for a goal to come out. Well, the second half does kick off in our final game of our featured broadcast. Effortless FC, Nameless Kills, battle for fourth spot. Kindly on your screen to the GJ Arena channel on YouTube. R99 in midfield. Well, that was a weird one to play. You play straight back to Nameless. Nobody holding on to it very well. Last will start the second half in a frenzy. Go pass into Virus. That's brilliant step overs from them, and you'll be able to win a free kick. Well, that's way outside a bit, but it still wants to try out the play short into Edinho. Of course, will come in Noni doing some defensive duties there for Nameless Kills. We've got to praise the winger coming back to help the guys in the defense. That's spectacular from them. Noni has been superb already. In that first game when they beat Nova Aura, he was excellent. And in the second game when they won by 4-0, he also was brilliant. But this time around, they need him to be doing a lot more because coming up against a high-powered offense team like Effortless, they need attackers to do defending. That time wasn't enough. And Effortless, with just a little space, make it count. They are wounded lions coming into this one, having lost that game to Toka FC. This one means a lot more for them, and they start very, very well as they open the scoring to a very good finish. The speed just opened up slightly for them, and they took the chance when it came to them. Architect for Nameless right now. They've been in this position so far once this in today's match days because they were in a losing position against Nova Aura, but they did manage to pull through. We see another comeback situation from Nova Aura, but they're coming up against a team who's been brilliant all season. They've just been in a slump in their last 5 games, and you can't blame them. In the last 5 games, they've had to play Agbado, they've had to play, of course, they're playing Nameless right now, they've had to play League Leaders, Get Club, they've had to play second place Toka FC as well. It's just been jam-packed from them, and you can't blame them if they drop points at this point, but for Nameless Kills, having to do a comeback against Effortless FC will always not be an easy task. But we'll see the kind of approach they have to it. Again, the midfield. Into Kageyama, building slowly through that midfield. Just finding a way to penetrate those spaces, but just doesn't work out as Effortless will get on the break again. The midfield balance for them is excellent. How they move around, cover those spaces is just something to really enjoy. Architect Cross will come in. Would this be the chance for Nameless to get the equalizer? Not on that occasion, but they keep pushing as the winner back with a through ball successful from Edinho. Tarzan into Bones this time around to play the through ball on the right hand side. Rhymes has got two options to play it into Noni, but the defender just wary of how great and how dangerous this man is. Stay and stick with him very, very closely, and they'll be able to break out of that one as well. Architect. 20 minutes to go. Effortless still holding on to that 1-goal lead they did get in the second half, and they're looking to be able to hold on to the 90th minute mark and possibly get 3 points on the board. Noni.
I mean, so we are sided. But now, okay, now,
Lord.
can make us chicken.
Nervous moments in the final minutes for Effortless, who are just looking to take the stick out of the game, and they just play it out of the pitch, and they just can't seem to hold on to the pressure of playing in the last few minutes, trying to hold on to the lead is a very, very tough task. And coming up against the Nameless Skills, who have all of the offensive firepower, it's always going to be a tough task. The cross will come in and just offside though. Rhymes just can't come back onto an onside position, and he'll be ruled out. Edinho on the wing. If you're in Effortless's shoes, do you, after losing to Toka FC and knowing that you badly need this win, do you sit back and hold on to it, or do you just go for the second? Because knowing that if you also go for the second, you might leave spaces at the back, and with how Nameless are pressing, if you do leave space at the back, you could be punished. Edinho again for Effortless. Seems like they're all relentless so far, still pushing very hard to get the second one to go down. Bones. Great ball up at Damayo with an excellent tackle. That's premium stuff from the defender. That's why you have to have players like these in your team, players that can make crucial tackles and win you games. Fidelis, though, 5 minutes to go now for Nameless Kills to get something off this game. Architect. That's a brilliant pass. Look at the space on the right-hand side for Bones to execute. He gets the pass into Fidelis, but my word, Edinho comes out of nowhere to make a cramped tackle. And he wins in a strong position for them to hold on to the ball there Effortless. They've got 4 minutes to do that with all of the pressure coming from Nameless. Bruno into Judas Edinho, trying to link up with the guys up front. Heavy touch. And they'll come back to Rams. Final chance now for Nameless. Could they get something out of this one? Getting the cross in, the defense will deal with that again. Effortless have been resolute at the back. They've cleared everything. They've given this game everything they've got. And they're just on the verge of securing the 3 points. The 3 points which would still see them in fourth position. Noni, after a torrid game against Toka FC, they have done it in the most nervy fashion possible. It was extremely difficult for them to get over the line, but in the end, they had it. They've got it. They've got all of the 3 points in the bag. And kudos to Effortless FC. Didn't keep their heads down after that Toka FC loss, and they now secure the win. Final thoughts from me. We did have an excellent stream today from the games against Unsullied. We saw Toka FC versus Effortless in action. We did see Get Clap Calls also in the mix doing their stuff. We did see Big Guys also coming back to the field, and it was a grateful, excellent day today. I've got my man Please back in the chat with me. I don't know why I can't hear you, but I'll leave everything to you. I'm just super excited for the day we had, and I can't wait for Monday to come. Thanks for joining us, everybody watching. And from Sly, we say bye-bye for now. I'll switch over to Please.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the live stream. It's been a fun-filled night. It's been an excellent night regardless. And thank you so much to Sly. We did have a little bit of break in communication in audio. So unfortunately, he's not picking my audio, but the stream is. So it is what it is. But excellent excellent matches we've had tonight. Big shout out to everyone that was involved. Mr. Nigerian Pro Clubs League, brought to you by GG Arena, and everybody else in the background that has made this a success. Big shout out to you as well. We saw a cliffhanger of a match between Effortless and Nameless Chaos. That was the kind of match that went exactly how I saw it was going to be, you know, and the person that won definitely did deserve it. So it was an amazing game to watch. Effortless really gave us something to look forward to tonight. So big shout out to everyone. And yeah, we'll see you guys at the next one. See you next time.
I know too. Mama sent a photo. Mama sent a photo. Mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb. Oh yeah, back up your elo. Onto USA. Onto UK.